The War Families Do Not See, Part 2, Addiction Replaces Authority. For the wake up, addictions, period. We do not have a behavior problem in families. We have an authority problem. And addiction is quietly taking the throne. If something can steer our mood, our reactions, our decisions, our habits, our tone, our time, our family, it is not just a habit, it is leadership. Here is the lie, here is the cost, here is the correction. We refuse to soften the truth about addiction because lives, families, mental and physical health, and futures are too important for softened language. We do not shame people. We do expose what is enslaving them. Addictions are bondage, not ever getting enough of what we do not want, believing and living the lies, a place where the prison, the locks are in the inside, and misalignment from the truth. Let's define the problem, shall we? Addiction is outsourced regulation. It is external. It does not matter if we ingest it because there's two main core types of addiction, but they're interrelated, and a lot of times those two doors become one. And you can check out our video on that. Does not matter if we ingest it, alcohol, food, sodium, sugar, caffeine, food, pills, whatever it may be. It does not matter if we engage in it. That's the second door. Screen, porns, gambling, validation, work, drama, gossiping. There are two core doors. We ingest in it and we engage in it. And usually they become one door. The brain does not rank addictions. It tracks relief, the dopamine hits. And whatever provides the relief, the next dopamine hit starts giving the orders, starts becoming the master. When we cannot freely say no, we are not leading. So let's name the lie. The primary lie, I am still the authority. I just use this to cope. Truth punch here. If we need it to regulate us, it regulates us. Functioning is not freedom, even if it's high functioning. It just means the cage has good lighting. Functioning, even if it's high functioning, is not freedom. It just means the cage, the prison, has good lighting and tight locks. So let's discuss the mechanism, how authority gets replaced. Authority is not about volume, it is about regulation. The most regulated nervous system in the room becomes the stabilizing force. But addiction dysregulates us, dysregulates our nervous system, our brain, our spinal cord, our nerves, our body, the cells. Here's what happens biologically. Dopamine spikes, looking for that next dopamine hit. Relief floods the body. The brain encodes, this keeps me safe. It does all of this without you realizing it. Craving forms. Tolerance builds. Tolerance builds more and more. Escalation builds. Escalation begins. Now the substance or behavior, whatever we're ingesting or we're engaging in, is not optional. It is protective. And once the brain marks something not optional, it will override logic, it will override the truth, it will override any promises anyone makes, it will override standards, non-negotiables, it will override boundaries, it will override what everyone calls love. This is why parents yell and then scroll. Teens lie and then defend. Spouses hide and then blame. Leaders drift and then justify. The list goes on. You can mix depending upon who it's for or who it deals with all around. The addiction is not the side issue. It is the authority system. And children experience it. Spouses experience it. Siblings experience it. Grandparents. The list goes on. Aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews experience this. They experience when a bottle has more influence than the boundary. A phone has more pull than a parent. Validation has more power than values. Work has more control than connection. The list goes on. Addiction replaces authority quietly, silently. It's a quiet killer. It destroys, not overnight, through repetition. Every dopamine hit. The cost, the fruit, the proof, the evidence. This produces fruit, always. Our mind will be irritability, defensive, obsession loops, body dysregulated, sleep damage, craving cycles, disease, relationships, inconsistency, absences, instability, lies, deception, manipulation, gaslighting, family impact, children stop trusting, spouses stop believing, all of the family stop trusting and believing, respect erodes, families erode, families separate and divide because authority is not declared, truth is not declared. It is demonstrated. And the cultural norms and what's socially acceptable, addictions. And when addiction governs and masters reactions, the family is unsafe. Addictions always invoice the future, and that takes that future away from everyone. The truth, the core truth restored. Authority flows from alignment with the truth. The laws, the mental and physical laws that we cannot change, the wisdom that's been around from beginning of time, from the beginning with humans. We cannot lead what we cannot regulate. We were designed for internal order, not disorder and chaos, not chemical or behavioral outsourcing. Truth does not condemn us. Truth corrects us. Truth convicts us. So applying the reset. We are not doing all 6 phases today. This season is to recognize and to have awareness reveal. The 3rd phase, exposing the lies, naming the lies, revealing the roots, like we talk about in a lot of our videos of what's growing through. Clarity without shame. Ask this questions. What do we reach for before we reach for truth and wisdom? What controls our tone and our body language and our body actions? 93% of our body, not the words, 93% of our body, what is controlling it? What determines whether we are calm or reactive? What do we defend when it is threatened? The truth or the lies? Because if we defend it, it is controlling us. Today, we identify the triggers, the payoffs, the patterns, habits, the authority transfer. We do not shame it, we name it. Lies hate daylight. Lives thrive on darkness. Okay, our non-negotiable action for today. Today we do one thing. Write this sentence and answer it honestly. In our home and family, what elephants actually set the tone? In our home and family, what elephants actually set the tone? Is it truth? Or is it a substance? Is it a device, a mood, a craving, a stress response, deceit, manipulation? Is it, name it? And it may have a lot of names. Is it escapism, numbing, wounds, trauma? Freedom is built with truth. Family rescue moment. Authority is not dominance. It is regulated presence. Love without high standards, non-negotiables, and boundaries are permissions, becomes permissions. Rebellion that depends on a substance or behavior, what we ingest or engage in, is not independence. It's a lies. It is dependence disguised as freedom. No hierarchy, same brain loop, same rut. The lies. Closing. Addiction does not just damage behaviors. It replaces and destroys family. It replaces leadership. It replaces authority. It replaces the truth. And families either heal systemically, together, united, or fracture generationally. We do not negotiate with bondage. We break it. We name it. We expose it. We replace it. We train freedom. Is addiction leading? Who is actually in charge? Is bondage running your home and family? Is authority been replaced by addictions, the lies? You are not leading? Who or what is? The throne was taken. Relief becomes the ruler. Functioning is not freedom. What has become the authority? What elephants? Elephants are meant to be out in the wild. What elephants are in your family, in your home, in your business, in your group, in your organization? Is the phone raising your children and family? Is some other substance or activities that are behaviors that are being engaged in raising your family?